these partnerships become even more important. The situation is rapidly changing. We must evolve to be properly responsive to that situation. And so that is why it is very important that we continue to progress, that we continue to strengthen, and as we redefine those relationships. So your visit is a very strong symbol that these relationships remain strong, and that these relationships remain important, as indeed they do. So that is the Filipino. I have said many times, I do not see a future for the Philippines that does not include the United States, and that really has come from the very long relationship that we have had with the U.S. and the continuing to and of course we went through different phases of relationship, but as since the war, it has just been strengthened in every way, in the economic sense, in the political sense, defense, security. I cannot think of an area where we have not cooperated, collaborated, and have had good results for both our countries.
Thank you, Mr. President. And thank you for the warm welcome. It was good, as you said, to see you in Bangkok and to have a brief time to talk there, but we were very much looking forward to this trip. I bring you greetings from the second gentleman who told me about great time that he had when he was here for your inauguration. And so he laid the path for this trip in many ways, but thank you. Thank you for the welcome. I have traveled here because of many of the points that you have made. The relationship between the Philippines and the United States is a long and enduring one. It is a relationship that is strong for so many reasons. It is the long-standing relationship in terms of the people-to-people ties. As you and I have discussed, I come from California. We have a thriving Filipino-American community there. And in fact, in the United States, by last count, there are at least 4 million Filipino-Americans. And
we're good Catholics.
And very good Catholics who celebrate Christmas, according to you in the Philippines, 3 months of the year.
Well, it's been said of us that we celebrate Christmas like we invented it. We certainly own it now. So we start in September.
Well, it is good to be here with you in this season. And as you said, the basis of our relationship is multifaceted. Our relationship is based on mutual commitment to the economic prosperity of the region and our respective nations. And during the conversation that we have today, we will talk more about what that means in terms of the opportunities that are presented through our mutual concern about the climate crisis and what we might do in terms of investments in renewable energy and thinking about clean power and the industries that will come about because of that commitment, and what that will mean in terms of economic prosperity through the creation of jobs, the creation of industries, and the bilateral relationship we have to coordinate in that regard. Our relationship is based on mutual concerns about security for the region. We are both proud members of the Indo-Pacific, and in particular, as it relates to the Philippines, I will say that we must reiterate always that we stand with you in defense of international rules and norms as it relates to the South China Sea. An armed attack on the Philippines' armed forces, public vessels, or aircraft in the South China Sea would invoke U.S. mutual defense commitments. And that is an unwavering commitment that we have to the Philippines. When we think about what is happening in this region, we know that there are so many opportunities for us to continue to strengthen our relationship. But the basis of our relationship is based on mutual commitments to international rules and norms, and upholding those international rules and norms in all of the ways that we know allow for, again, prosperity and security for our respective nations and the region. So again, I will reiterate that the alliance between the United States and the Philippines is a strong one, an enduring one, and only under your leadership continues to be strengthened. And we look forward to working with you on many of these issues. And I, of course, bring you greetings from President Joe Biden.
Well, thank you.
So thank you.
Madam Vice President. Please do send President Biden my warmest regards. And I thank you for the very strong commitment that you have just made for the U.S. to be defensive of the Philippines. I guess this is the best bit that they don't want to do. The very strong commitment that you have just made for the United States to be by the Philippines, and to that any